chocolate's also very romantic. Now, picture this. From the romantic streets of Paris to the vibrant fields of Pretoria, rugby captivates hearts around the world. And while Mzansi loves a braai when the rugby is on, French are also known to be fanatics about chocolate, with at least 83% of French eating chocolate at least once a day. Now today we are combining the two favorites with our delectable steak au chocolat recipe, and we have Kelly Kicks and Sebastian Newman in kitchen with us.
Your real two favorites.
Your two favorites in the
My
kitchen.
two favorites are in the
Love
kitchen. Bass, chocolate and steak, not something I would have pictured together, but it's not, we're just not melting the chocolate, there's more
We're
ingredients.
putting the chocolate into a delicious chocolate sauce with some red wine. We're using non-alcoholic one today, just for the
vibe.
It's early morning.
It's early morning, we got to do the thing. So you guys are going to help me put this together, eh?
Yes.
Kelly, you're going to be my sous chef.
Love
You're going to do
it.
the thing. So your steak's over here. You're going to start plating for us, right?
Okay.
So you've
Yes.
got some
No
mash
pressure.
over there, some beautiful mash that Courtney made for us. Creamy, stunning, delicious.
Smells
While
great.
I get started on the sauce. So,
So
just start.
how are you going to plate the mash?
I'm going to do a little bit of a whip and
And a
slip.
spread.
There's
Okay,
it.
a whip and slip.
A whip and slip.
Okay.
Slip it
Everything
to the
doesn't need to
side.
be a dance, Kelly.
You know, sometimes
You
you,
know what
just
I'm
take
saying?
the steak on the mash and take the gun and da-da-da, you know. You got that dodge from
Love that.
TikTok.
Bass, I know that, of course, using butter is important. We are using our Clover Moy River butter. And how much are you adding?
I'm using about 4 tablespoons. I might have added a little bit more, but more butter, more better, you know?
Okay.
It's always a good thing in life. So we're just going to close that up again there. The reason you want to use proper butter also is because butter adds to the texture of your sauce. So it gives it a nice velvety feel. It gives it, you know, all of that smooth mouth finish.
And that's what just makes your sauce taste different.
Better,
is
yes.
using a
So
bit
if you
of
were to use
butter.
oil, I promise you there'd be a different texture to your sauce. It would be a little bit more runny. And butter also helps thicken the sauce. So it adds to the texture of the sauce.
Okay, so if you do
Ultimately.
find yourself a little along the way, you need to thicken it up a bit, you can always add a little
You
bit
can add
of
some butter.
Okay.
Cool. So then we're going to add an onion into there. Let me just pump up this heat here for us.
You know what, Kelly, I don't know about you, but I love my carbs. I feel like we need more.
Do you want some
More
carbs?
mash. I would
Let's make a
agree.
bed of mash.
A bed, you know what? A whole king size
Yes.
situation.
But that's good. That's
You
looking
see, that
beautiful.
little swipe. I need to make Bass proud because, you know, I'm going to be judged hard here. We went to do a competition there, a cooking competition the other day. Just saying.
But you
Were
don't want
you
to tell
against each
everybody
other
that
or
your
were
team won.
My team did not win, but I did
Oh.
win a dance prize.
Oh,
You
yes,
know what
yes,
I mean?
yes,
So
yes,
that's why
yes,
I'm dancing in the kitchen because that's the only thing I seem to be winning these days. Is dancing with the food.
There we go. That looks more
That looks a bit
hearty.
more
That looks
bedded.
good.
Then your steak's over here. You can come and grab that. While you do that, Zoe, so to this, I just added some bay leaf,
Thank
some
you.
thyme there, fresh thyme into that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in our chocolate. So this is the real star of the show. So we're just going to break that in there. And that's going to melt into that sauce.
Oh,
And you're going to let that cook. So ideally, you'd cook the sauce for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Just to let all those flavors infuse properly. But, you know, we don't got the time.
we
for
don't have that time. So obviously you've put some fresh leaves in there. You
Yes.
don't want that part of your sauce. The sauce needs to be smooth.
Yes. So what
how
we're going to
do
do
you get
is, so I'm going to just quickly add this in here, and then I'm going to tell you all about that.
Okay,
So we've
so
got
what
some
is
stock
that?
in there,
Some stock.
and then we got some red wine. We're using, like we said, some non-alcoholic red wine. But if it was after hours and you wanted to add some red wine, do the things.
Add the red wine, the alcohol cooks out.
Yeah.
It evaporates.
It does. So that sauce we're going to leave on the side over there. I'm going to pop that over there. We've got one that was made a little bit earlier on, so I'm just going to give that a stir.
Ooh.
And then what we're going to
Smells
do
so good.
is a little sieve over here, and we're going to strain the sauce. So that's how we're going to get rid of that.
Oh, and then it comes out smooth. That's what I was wondering
So what
about.
I'm going to just quickly do is just help myself here.
There's
with
it.
this.
Look at that, Bass.
Lekker, né?
Yes.
Easy.
My
There
brain
goes
is trying to get through the chocolate of this.
I know. I'm dying to taste
You're
this.
going to do the taste test first, girls.
Oh, yes. Myself and Zoe. We're
Yes.
both eating from this.
So what you could do to this is add a little bit more butter to it at the end. You don't have to, but you can. It will help it thicken a little bit more if you want
do you
to.
find that the sauce, oh, it's a beautiful pouring consistency.
I think that that's a beautiful consistency, so we don't have to add any more butter to that. So what you could do is, and if you wanted also for it to shine just a little bit more, then you can add some more butter.
Oh, just to give it a bit of a
Okay,
gloss.
glaze
So now I feel like there's pressure. How much of this glazed
Do we
chocolate
just-
sauce do
Kelly,
we?
that's on you.
You know what? How much chocolate do you love, babes?
Not too much. I mean, it is still a main meal.
No, there's nothing wrong with having dessert with the main.
The sweet and savory is a trend, Zoe.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab a knife and a fork. Let's get a knife and a fork going. Oh, and the garnish.
There must be a garnish.
I thought you were going to dance into it, Kali.
Oh, wait. Ta-da-da.
Okay, I'm going to start here with a little taste. Oh, the steak is cooked to perfection. I love my steak on the raw side. Some chocolate and mash.
Let me give this also a gander.
Ooh, you get that red wine flavor profile coming through. I'm getting the stock, veggie stock coming through.
And the chocolate, because we use dark chocolate.
The chocolate's there, but it's not sweet.
It's not overpowering.
Oh, wow, that's a good...
Change you.
Well done. I approve of this recipe. Now, if you want to get your hands on this delicious recipe, head on over to our website, expressoshow.com. And also get ready for an extraordinary French escapade. Now, grab any Clover product, like today's Mooi River salted butter that we use in our recipe, and you could be part of the clash between South Africa and Scotland in the vibrant stadiums of France. But that's not all. 5 lucky winners and their partners will embark on a luxurious cruise to the enchanting paradise of Ibiza. Now, to get your hands and to get into the spirit of things, here's a little message from Skalkberger himself.
You watch the box. We've got such a good side. We've prepped incredibly well by a great coaching team. So I'm looking forward to it. And it's not only our games we look forward to it. It's the biggest spectacle in our game. And everything gets pushed to new heights. The way you play, the way you approach these games, you know, there's always more intensity, and the players actually run harder and further than they do. Stats back that up. So in normal season games. So I'm just looking forward to it. And, you know, going there as defending champions, I was privileged to do that once in my career. It's not an easy feat to go back to back, but if anyone can, I think this group of Springboks can.
Oh, listen, we are so excited for the Rugby World Cup, and if you want to enter and be part of the festivities, watch this.
Watch South Africa versus Scotland live in France in a once-in-a-lifetime rugby experience brought to you by Clover. Catch the box in rugby's ultimate showpiece, hosted by Springbok legend Skalkberger. 5 lucky winners and their partners will be winging their way to France. Plus, take a cruise to the Mediterranean island paradise of Ibiza. Buy any Clover product to enter. Watch Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more information on how you can win.
Made with love by Clover.